Have you ever wondered how the agricultural landscape of India has transformed since its independence? Picture a time when India, freshly independent, grappled with the realities of a feudalistic agricultural system. The vast majority of the land was controlled by a small elite, while the masses toiled as tenants or laborers, with little or no rights to the land they worked on. Agricultural practices, deeply rooted in tradition, lacked the efficiency of modern methods. Without access to modern technology, the yields were low and the risk of crop failure high. The challenges were immense, but so was the determination of a nation eager to redefine its destiny. These initial conditions set the stage for a series of agricultural reforms that would forever change the face of Indian agriculture. From land redistribution to the introduction of new technologies, India embarked on a journey to transform its agrarian landscape. Let's delve into the journey of agricultural reforms that brought about a change in India's agrarian landscape. The first step in the transformation was the introduction of land reforms. In the early years following independence, India embarked on a bold mission to transform its agricultural sector. The primary tool of this transformation was land reform. At the heart of these reforms was the abolition of the zamindari system, an age-old practice that had left vast tracts of fertile land in the hands of a few, while the majority toiled as tenants with little to no rights. The zamindari system was a legacy of British colonial rule, and its abolition was seen as a necessary step towards redistributing land more equitably among the population. With the abolition of zamindari, the ownership of land passed to the actual tiller of the soil, helping to create a class of independent and free farmers. In addition to abolishing the zamindari system, the government also introduced land ceilings. This meant that there was a maximum limit on the amount of land that an individual or a family could own. Any land above this limit was taken by the government and redistributed among the landless and the marginal farmers. This initiative was aimed at breaking the concentration of land in the hands of a few and ensuring a more equitable distribution of land among the rural population. These reforms were a significant departure from the past. They were intended to empower the rural poor, giving them a stake in the land they tilled and a chance to improve their lives through their own hard work. The impact of these reforms was felt in every corner of the country, transforming the lives of millions of farmers. However, implementing these reforms was not without challenges. Resistance from landowners, loopholes in the law, and administrative hurdles meant that progress was slower than anticipated. Yet, despite these hurdles, the reforms marked a significant shift in India's agricultural policy. These reforms, though not without their challenges, were a significant step towards creating a more equitable agricultural system. The next major milestone was the Green Revolution, a period of rapid agricultural growth and technology adoption. As we turn the pages back to the 1960s and 70s, we encounter an era that was marked by a remarkable transformation in Indian agriculture, the Green Revolution. It was during this period that the farming sector in India underwent an unprecedented technological leap. The Green Revolution was primarily characterized by the introduction of high-yielding seed varieties, specifically for wheat and rice. These new breeds of crops, coupled with the use of modern agricultural practices, profoundly changed the face of Indian farming. But it wasn't just about the seeds. The Green Revolution also saw the widespread use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Farmers were educated about these new tools and were shown how to use them effectively to enhance crop production. The results were nothing short of extraordinary. Fields that once struggled to yield a decent harvest were now producing abundant crops. In addition to high-yielding seeds and fertilizers, the Green Revolution also introduced irrigation facilities. The dependence on the whims of the monsoon rains was significantly reduced. Farmers could now water their fields as and when needed, ensuring a steady and consistent supply of water to the growing crops. So, what was the impact of all these changes? Well, The Green Revolution led to a significant increase in the production of staple food crops, especially wheat and rice. It was instrumental in transforming India from a food-deficient country to one that was self-sufficient in food grain production. But as with any significant change, the Green Revolution had its share of challenges. There were environmental concerns related to the intensive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Questions were raised about the sustainability of these practices and their long-term impact on the soil's health and biodiversity. The Green Revolution was a game changer, but it also brought with it a new set of challenges. With the Green Revolution came new challenges, leading to further reforms. As the Green Revolution in India brought about a significant increase in crop production, it also led to a few unintended consequences. One of the major challenges that emerged was environmental degradation. The extensive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, along with the overuse of water resources, led to soil degradation, water pollution, and a decline in biodiversity. While these issues were daunting, they were not insurmountable. The Indian government and various agricultural bodies recognized the need to address these challenges head-on. This led to the introduction of sustainable farming practices, which aimed at reducing the environmental impact of agriculture. Farmers were encouraged to adopt organic farming methods, reduce their reliance on chemical inputs, and use water resources more efficiently. The Green Revolution also brought to light the issue of regional disparities in agricultural development. While states like Punjab and Haryana became the flag bearers of this revolution, others, particularly in eastern and northeastern India, lagged behind. Recognizing this, the government initiated reforms to promote balanced regional development. Efforts were made to extend the benefits of the Green Revolution to these regions by providing better access to technology, credit, and markets. Furthermore, the government also introduced land redistribution policies to address the issue of land concentration in the hands of a few. This was aimed at ensuring that small and marginal farmers, who constitute a significant portion of the farming community in India, also benefited from the agricultural advancements. However, these reforms weren't without their challenges. Implementation issues, lack of awareness among farmers, and resistance from certain quarters posed significant hurdles. Yet the resolve to bring about a change remained steadfast. These reforms marked the beginning of a new era, focusing on sustainability and equitable growth. The journey is far from over, and new challenges continue to emerge. But with a focus on sustainable practices and equitable growth, Indian agriculture is poised to overcome these challenges and continue its journey towards progress. So, where does that leave us today? Well, let's take a moment to reflect on the remarkable journey of agrarian reforms in India since its independence. The strides made in this sector have been nothing short of extraordinary. From the era of land redistribution initiatives aimed at dismantling the oppressive zamindari system, we've come a long way. The shift from traditional farming methods to more technologically advanced ones was a significant leap, transforming India from a food-deficient country to a food surplus one. The Green Revolution, the advent of high-yield variety seeds, and the use of modern equipment have all played a vital role in this transformation. However, the journey, while impressive, has not been without its challenges. The struggle to strike a balance between productivity and sustainability, the need to ensure equitable growth, and the constant battle against the unpredictable forces of nature have been persistent obstacles along the way. Today, Indian agriculture is at a pivotal juncture. Despite the significant progress, there are still miles to go. Millions of small farmers continue to grapple with issues of access to credit, market linkages, and the impacts of climate change. The need for further reforms, therefore, cannot be overstated. Looking ahead, the road is paved with both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, there is the promise of technological advancements like precision farming and digital agriculture that can revolutionize the sector. On the other hand, There are pressing issues like land degradation and water scarcity that need urgent attention. To ensure a sustainable and inclusive growth trajectory, India will need to harness the potential of these technological innovations while simultaneously addressing these environmental concerns. The task is monumental, but the country's track record gives us hope. Indeed, the journey of agricultural reforms in India is a testament to the nation's resilience and commitment to progress. But the road ahead is long, and the journey is far from over.